Another day, another wild, another wild time in professional wrestling. We had a WWE release today. People are going to be surprised. People are not. We also have John Cena Sr. is in the news today. I'm going to touch on that as well. And also, we had a big topic that broke late last evening during NXT was the news about Masha Slamovich. Now, we're going to get into all the headlines, and I'm going to start with probably, let's get the least thing out of the way. Jazmyn Nyx. Jazmyn Nyx is done with WWE, according to PW Insider. She turned down her new WWE offer. Jazmyn Nyx, whose real name goes by Gentile, cares a shit, is leaving the company after a promising run on the NXT brand. A former pro soccer player, football in the UK, Nyx made a splash to WWE with attention and athleticism and striking offense. She initially joined up with JC Jane initially, and then formed Fatal Influence involved Fallon Henley. Throughout her NXT tenure, she built a reputation as a skilled competitor and opportunistic heel, often factoring into high-profile women's tag and trios matches. WWE hoped to keep Nyx on board with a new deal, but she chose to test free agency after being written off NXT last evening by her stablemate. End quote. I'm not gonna say Jazmyn Nyx is the Bret the Hitman Hart of NXT. She's not. Do I think she made a good heel? Yes. People are going to now go out and criticize Jazmyn Nyx for thinking that she's a bit too big for her boots. She turned down a new WWE offer. Now, I thought when Jazmyn got attacked last night on NXT that they were going to start a new little story with Lainey Reed taking Jazmyn Nyx's place. And then you have Jazmyn coming back after a bit of a hiatus and then come back, bring like the Avengers in to take out Fatal Influence once and for all, and then start a push for going after the North American title. I think she's good. Is she great? No. The sky's the limit. She's 27 years old. She's literally not even near her prime yet. To think that you look at the independent circuit right now, look how great Shotzi Blackheart's doing right now. Look how great Priscilla Kelly's doing right now. You look at how great Matt Cardona is. Matt Cardona last night was on NXT. Fucking great part Matt Cardona had. I think she'll be fine. She could end up in TNA. Remember, there is the TNA WWE partnership. If I'm going to predict where she'll go, I think go in the Indies. Hell, even go to Japan. Marigold, the stardom of it, she's not going to AEW. Do you think that Tony Khan is going to sign in Jazmyn Nyx? Fuck out of here. He can't even book the women's division as it is. And this is not today, not about Tony Khan. So leave it like that. She's going to be fine. Independent run. She'll kill it, and I think she'll be back. She'll be in TNA in no time. Let's go with something that we didn't want to talk about. Masha Slamovich. Talk about Masha. Masha Slamovich has been accused of domestic violence against her former partner, AKIRA. Now, this is not to be mistaken with Akira Tozawa, not that bomb from Raw who is but like an absolute douche. I can't even remember the last time Akira Tozawa was actually on television. The claims against Slamovich, real name Anna Kozina, surfaced on Tuesday morning when a friend of Akira, real name Alexander Atkinson, posted screenshots and images of alleged abuse. Now, I am not going to put the photos on this video. in case, obviously, I don't want to be taken down, obviously, because of abuse. If you want to find it, it'll be on Twitter, it'll be on everywhere. The posts are scheduled and containing 114 images of the alleged violence. They include cuts and marks across his face, arms, and hands. A spokesperson for Total Nonstop Action TNA confirmed the organization has opened an internal investigation into the claims after being approached by Sports Illustrated. The statement said, "We take any allegations like this seriously, and we've begun an internal investigation." Now, the Sun, scum paper, by the way, this is where I'm just kind of get all my information from, has approached TNA and Slamovich for further comment on the claims. Slamovich, who has been with the promotion since 2021, she's a former Knockouts champion and a former three-time TNA World Tag Team champion. Slamovich, who's 27 years old, Russian American, is yet to issue a response to the allegations, who's been withdrawn for the Roseland 12 event due to the allegations that's been leaked. That was meant to take place on October the 5th. And also, what was announced today is that the match between Masha Slamovich and Ash by Elegance for the Knockouts title is now postponed. When Indy Hartwell was going to be the special guest referee, the winner faced Indy at Bound for Glory. I want to choose what I'm going to say carefully. I have no idea who this AKIRA is. I have no idea. Quite frankly, I've never heard of the guy. I love Masha Slamovich wrestling ability. She's in my top fucking 10 right now. She is simply great. But no one in this world condones domestic violence, whether it's men on women and women on men. If Masha's done this, her career could be over. She's 27 years old. Do you think I want to see a young talent who I said one day was going to end up in WWE or AEW when a TNA deal's up? I initially thought Masha Slamovich was ending up in WWE. But we don't want to obviously go into too much detail because obviously we don't know the ins and outs of this just yet because this surfaced on Tuesday. I only found out about this when I was watching NXT. And unfortunately, the match is off. So Ash Balgans has not yet got an opponent lined up. So if you look on TNA's website, so the match is no longer advertised. I did have a double check, and yes, it is postponed. Ash Balgans has not got an opponent. I don't want the match between her and Indy straight away because I want Indy to win at Bound for Glory. You got to remember TNA. I always say with TNA, when they fuck up, I always say they've done a TNA. TNA literally could probably let this slash to a side. Look what happened with Moose. And I like Moose. Moose is great. I love Moose as a wrestler. Tessa Blanchard. They re-signed Tessa Blanchard when she ran away from her problems in 2020, when she was the Impact World Champion. And they re-signed Tessa. And this could be the same with Masha Slamovich. I don't think TNA is going to release Masha. I don't think it'll happen. I think she'll be kept off television until obviously the investigations is all breaking down. I just hope that AKIRA is actually okay. Like I said, I've never heard of the guy. You know, judging, I've actually seen the texts that was sent, and it did say that Masha did in fact hit him in the photos. Go and find it on Twitter. Simple as that. I don't want to post anything, because obviously I don't want my video to be taken down. So, Masha, great wrestler. If you've done what you did, you're stupid. Simple as that. Right, we're going to round off today's video with John Cena. Senior, by the way. We're going to talk about John Cena Sr. Now, John Cena's father, John Cena Sr., has spoke on a podcast called Unscripted about his son's final year in the ring. So this is what he said about John Cena turning heel. I think what he's done is right. It's good. It's positive. Turning John Cena heel was a great idea. The shock factor was great. Elimination Chamber was a great PLE. I freaking loved the Elimination Chamber. Thought it was a fantastic show. That and Evolution for me are PLEs of the year in WWE. The rest, they've just been so underwhelming. WrestleMania, don't get me started because WrestleMania was terrible. Apart from two matches, by the way. It just shows that this year that the women have carried the company. Then, this is what I love. Let's get to the good part. While John Cena Sr. was asked later on, he agreed with the fans who felt the follow up fell flat. The storyline after the turn was destroyed. That was a real poor move, in my opinion, because it was a big gamble for everyone involved. So basically, what he's saying is that The Rock fucked everything up because of his ego. Then put after that to see how it started, and then see the characters who are no longer involved, no longer present. The heel turn almost became non-essential. That was something I wasn't really too hyped up on. What did we all tell you? The Rock's ego ruined what could have been one of the biggest storylines in wrestling history. John Cena's heel turn, they all initially said at the start, it's up there with Hogan in '96. No heel turn, and I mean no heel turn in professional wrestling will come fucking close to Hulk Hogan in 1996. Cena's heel turn was a complete fucking fail. Do you think that the fans were going to boo John Cena in his last year? Vince McMahon bottled not turning Cena heel in 2012. I think he did a program with Kane, and I think Kane got a big chant of Cena sucks. There. That's where John Cena should have turned heel, and you've had Kane as the babyface. Rock and Cena. Rock is a heel. No, Cena's a heel. Rock babyface. Works. But I think the fact that The Rock did not get what he wanted, so he literally fucked off and just literally left the creative team, Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, Road Dogg, Shawn Michaels, left them all in the fucking shit. So The Rock is to blame. About time. The Rock should be exposed for leaving what could have been the biggest storyline in wrestling history within the last 20 years. So simply with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, go fuck yourself for ruining what could have been the biggest story in wrestling history. Right, so I think that'll be it. That is going to be today's episode. Let me know what you think about the Masha Slamovich situation. Let me know what you think about the Jazmyn Nyx. Where do you think she'll end up? Will she go to TNA, Indies, AEW, you name it? And also, do you agree with John Cena Sr. for what he said about The Rock? Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.